All right, ladies and gentlemen. The other day I made a video about, the Shannon Sharpe situation, and in there I kind of mentioned that if he was dating a young lady overseas, this would likely not be happening to him. So in my mind, I guess what I'm truly asking is, should Shannon Sharpe just go ahead and become one of these passport bros? You see, there's a lot of celebrities, and him included, he's definitely a celebrity, but there's a lot of celebrities that have chosen the passport life, right? Has it worked out for everybody? No. Let's be real. But has it worked out for some? Absolutely. I believe Brian McKnight, his wife is Filipina, or a young lady he was dealing with was Filipina, something to that effect. And that man is a god in the Philippines, man. Makes some of the greatest music of all time, right? I can name a couple of them, a few of them. Even my boy Thurgood Marshall, if you remember back in the day, I think his wife was Filipina as well. And I'm not sitting there telling Shannon Sharpe he got to get married. I'm not sitting here telling Shannon Sharpe that he has to deal with women specifically from the Philippines. You get him a nice young lady from Brazil, nice young lady from any part of the world, and I still believe his life would be 20 times better than what he's dealing with. But again, when a man's busy, can't really move around like that, it may be hard for him to travel out of the country. It's not necessarily because he doesn't have the means. It's because your schedule just doesn't allow it. But at the same time, a lot of these guys, I honestly find that they keep getting in trouble because they're choosing to deal with Americanized women. Now, this is where things start to get westernized Americanized women, okay? And this is where things start to get interesting because I look at Dr. Dre's ex-wife. I believe she's Hispanic, if I'm not, Nicole Young. And then you look at who else is that? Terrence Howard. I think his young lady was Asian. I just can't pinpoint specifically where she was from. I think it's his ex-wife, right? And all y'all are talking about, yeah, y'all think it's so cool to date these exotic women and all this stuff. But at the same time, these women either have been in the West for an extended period of time to where they've adopted and adapted to the culture, or they were already from there. You see, so just because you look the part don't mean you can play the part, right? So that's one of those rule of thumbs that I try to tell people when it comes to dealing with women from other countries or women of other nationalities. If that's the way you're going to go, you might as well take yourself all the way to the country and do it over there, right? Go to the country of origin, right? Go to the source, right? Not no shit that just transplanted or found itself to the States that it just happened to be easy for you, especially if you can afford it, such as my man Shannon. You see, and there's also one other situation I want to bring up. I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyways. Just sue me. It doesn't matter. Your boy Deshaun Watson, right? If y'all remember, Deshaun Watson was getting in trouble because, I don't know, he was being aggressive at massage parlors to getting some happy endings and shit. If that motherfucker was in the Philippines, I'm just going to say it. If he was in the Philippines, you think that shit would be a problem? No. A couple thousand pesos, man? Come on, buddy. You could get as many of them bitches as you want, man. You be good to go. So I say that to say this. Sometimes, if this is the role you want to play and this is the person that you are, not the aggressive, like I don't want to, but if it was some forceful shit, that's not my vibe. I'm just saying in general, if you want to deal with women that are likely to be discreet, one, likely not to take you to court if something don't go right, two, chances are you're probably going to want to deal with a young lady that just ain't from around the way. Okay? Now, when I'm talking this, please do not say, oh, look at Doc talking about he got to go date overseas to take advantage of women from poor countries. No. A lot of the women, it don't matter if they're from third world poor countries or not, they're still smart. Right? It's not like they're dumb. They know what they're getting when they're getting with an American or somebody from the West in general. So it's not as if you're putting all your, cards on the table and expecting her to, be oblivious to the fact that you are an American. It's just they understand the situation. They're more likely to be acquiescent to your whims. And they're more likely to just, be a trooper about it. Because at some point, if you're gonna go for a pay-for-play activity like he did, damn, you might as well get more bang for your buck, right? And Shannon over here talking about trying to choke bitches. Come on, Shannon. Come on, buddy. I don't know what Deshaun Watson was doing. Robert Kraft, I mean, there's a lot of people that was getting in trouble, man. But had they just said, hey, man, I'm going to go take a quick trip overseas real quick, get my life together, I do not believe they would be dealing with these situations. This is just me personally. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say that, yeah, you go to foreign countries, you're not going to have problems. I mean, if you do dumb shit or you do some stuff that could put you in trouble, I mean, shit. What do you want me to tell you? That could happen. But at the same time, there are ways to go about this that I think would have been successful for him and mutually beneficial for the young lady or young ladies that he's dealing with. That's all I'm saying. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're like, Doc, it don't matter who he dealing with, bro. He's still gonna have these problems, man, because women are women. Da-da-da-da. If that's your vibe, comment section below. If you like, Doc, he you know, this passport brother and shit may not be the worst thing for a person to try to pursue. Comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my time, man, for the energy, man. Good Doc out, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out.